Hello, Miss Kristin, and a big congrats on my mother's wedding. It's sweet and funny and tender, a movie made with love, glove.
Love glove.
So you co-wrote and directed the film, making this your directorial debut. I understand there's an ounce of autobiographical truth in here. You dedicated this in memory of your fathers. So give us the genesis of how my mother's wedding came about.
It's really my, I wanted to use my memories of my father and my stepfather. And I wanted to make little animated films of these memories as a sort of precious thing to be able to give to my siblings, because I was the eldest of all of us, and there are lots of us. And I wanted to keep that as a sort of just something to have. And somebody said, well, why don't you make it into a feature film? And I thought, oh, well, I'd have to invent lots because my life isn't exciting enough. So we invented all these other characters, the mother, the other sisters, and yeah, so it came from there.
Well, yeah, that's what my next question. You have a great cast here, beginning with you as the mother, the title. And then the sisters, the Royal Navy commander, played by Scarlett Johansson, the actress played by Sienna Miller, the nurse by Emily Beecham. Are they some sort of representation of you and your siblings, minus the brothers, an amalgam of some sorts, maybe?
I would say that there is, as in all role, every time you create something, you give a little bit of yourself, don't you? I would say that the three sisters are all slightly myself. There's a little bit of everything, but we're magpies as actors and writers. We're magpies. We take a little bit here, a little bit there. Oh, I heard that. I'm going to use that. We use things from everywhere, and we assemble it, and we make this recipe, and we turn it into something delicious. That's what we try and do.
And it's quite delicious, Miss Kristin. But it's also intriguing to say that you played Scarlett Johansson's mom in 1998's The Horse Whisperer, and then here we are.
yeah. Keep it going. Maybe I've got one more time in me. I've known her since she was about 11 or 12, I think. Yeah.
Well, you're a visual storyteller here, right, Miss Kristin? I mean, talk to us about your creative decision of using black and white charcoal animation when talking about the past. I mean, I think it's quite brilliant.
Thank you. I felt that because these are memories, and memories are always a little unreal, and some people say, no, that didn't happen, or this didn't happen, and how they're very fleeting sometimes. You can have a memory, and then a week later you can't quite remember it in the same way. And that's what I tried to capture using this form of animation, which is actually painted on glass. Wow. which makes it very it vibrates slightly. It's kind of fizzes a little bit. Wow. And I find that really, really affecting and effective, because it just keeps everything alive somehow, and you get the feeling that if you don't catch it quickly, it's going to disappear. So that I felt that was an important way to portray memory, rather than having a small child in a ill-fitting wig and a blurry lens.
And that last shot of the ship, breathtaking. I love it.
Yeah, that was quite something. We used the Navy were the only ones allowed to operate the drones on that, because it's all top secret, etc. So we have that's a Royal Navy camera. That.
Wow. One quick question. Will you direct again, Miss Kristin?
I sincerely hope so.
Oh, well, everyone should say I do to my mother's wedding. A big congrats again, Miss Kristin, and good luck on everything, okay?
Thank you very much. Nice talking to you.